Hey folks, so this is Marlon and Benji, and we're here to talk with you about the coronavirus and Timberline Church. And we recognize for many that this is a time of fear and uncertainty. But we believe this is actually an opportunity to do church a bit differently, and we are excited about what is about to happen.
So first of all, let's get one thing clear. We're not shutting down church. The church, according to the New Testament, is the word ecclesia, and that means the called out ones. Church is people. And we, the people, are never going to shut down. The only change is that for about 4 weeks, we're not going to be gathering in large gatherings. We're going to be meeting in small house churches. They did it in the early church in Acts, and the persecuted church around the world does this all the time today. So we can certainly survive for a number of weeks.
As all of you know, this has been the request of our government, and we want to do all we can do to help slow down the outbreak of this virus. We could figure out a way to send a sermon and worship songs to you on the internet, kind of like we're doing now. But we are the people, and as long as we are allowed to meet in small groups, 10 or less, we're going to do it.
So let's roll out the plan real quick. This coming Sunday, March 22nd, there will be no Sunday morning services here at Timberline or home churches. We're encouraging you to take a Sabbath and be intentional about worship and rest. Sleep in for a change and get in touch with a friend you haven't talked to for a while. Get outside, take a walk, and be intentional about reading God's Word and worshiping on your own and as a family.
Starting Sunday morning, March 29, we are planning to make small home churches available to you. In the next couple of days, we're going to be working out the details of these groups so that by next week, we will be able to send you a list of homes to meet in. You will have the opportunity to sign up online or by contacting the office. Each group will be on a first-come, first-served basis, and you'll meet then with the same group for the duration. We're asking that these groups remain 10 people or smaller.
So these small home churches will include prayer, discussion, Bible reading, and sharing time. And we'll also be lifting the offering and the bucket offering in each home because church expenses will continue. Timberline staff will provide study guides and give a sense of direction to each small home church. And we'll be relying heavily on our partners to come in on this, to provide homes to meet in, and to provide some leadership.
Of course, this is all on a voluntary basis. There's no pressure at all. If you choose not to join a small home church, we will provide several links to churches in our area with live broadcasts. Or you can go onto our website and listen to sermons here at Timberline that you've missed over the past year. You can also send your financial contribution into the Timberline office. And by the way, existing connection groups can continue or discontinue at the discretion of the leaders.
So I'd encourage you, let's look forward expectantly to what God is going to do during this time. This is not something to fear, but rather it gives us an opportunity to rise to the challenge. We'll be sending out a list of home churches to you shortly.
Now we know that things change every day, as you saw in the news, but at this point, this is what we are planning. A little recap here. Sunday, March 22, no Sunday morning service at Timberline. We're encouraging you to take a Sabbath and be intentional about worship and rest. Sunday morning, March 29, April 5, and April 12, no Sunday morning worship service at Timberline, and on those Sundays we are encouraging you to gather together in small home churches.
April 10th is Good Friday, and we're encouraging you to meet in the evening in your small home churches and share together in communion and the breaking of bread, sharing of the cup. Sunday morning, April 19th, hopefully we'll be back together in our auditorium, worshiping together as a congregation. And we'll plan to celebrate Easter that morning. And if we can't meet that morning, we'll celebrate Easter the next time we're together as a body.
If things change and we can meet sooner, we certainly will. If things change and we need more time off from our large Sunday morning gatherings, we will, of course, then just adjust accordingly.
So just know, we're going to send out an email to you soon with all the details that we talked about here in this video. But for now, so long.